I'm Survivor Man Zach Belchek.
Hi, I'm Survivor Man Wesley Patterson.
We just got dropped off here by the helicopter.
Yep, we did.
As you can see, there's no civilization around here. We are in the rough, brutal Rocky Mountains.
And we will be surviving this area for
2 days.
Yeah.
The helicopter will pick us up on the 3rd day. We'll try our best.
And we're off.
And we're off. We're about 2 hours into our journey here. We've been walking. It's been getting pretty harsh. There's some winds coming in. We got some basic survival tools out here in our 2 days. I got a basic knife. It's a very useful survival tool. Cutting, chopping, you know. And Wes has got some other basics in his backpack. A compass, you know.
A map for when we can go back to the helicopter.
So we can find our way to the helicopter landing zone. So, yeah, we're moving on. I think we're coming up on a stream up here. We might make camp there for the night. Let's go, Wes. We just found base camp. It's getting pretty dark out quite quickly. We're in the Rocky Mountains here, so it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be a cold, harsh night, I presume. So we're gonna want a fire to keep it going. You can start a fire with many things. You can use a match. If you have a match, you can split that one match into 2 separate matches if you're really good. You can use a battery and some steel wool. But what I'm gonna use today, something I like to call a lighter. Remember, when you start a fire, you always want to start off small and build your way up. I put together some dry grass and some dead leaves here to try to get this fire going. Remember, if you're in a cold, wet place, try to find the driest things as possible, or it'll really be hard to get this fire started. So I'm gonna try starting it here. I'm gonna try to catch an end, find some, get right in there, and try to get this fire going. And as I'm doing this, Wesley's gonna show you how to find, maintain, and get fresh water.
Zach's starting the fire. I made this nice water hole. There's a lot of creeks around here, which is really good. And when you find a nice water source, you always want to purify the water because you never know how much bacteria and disgusting things. You just want it nice and clean. And never, ever eat snow. Because if you eat it, it will take a lot of calories and cool your body.
It's the morning of day 2. It's quite nice out. It's really early in the morning. Me and Wes are quite tired. It was a long, cold night. And we're ready to go. Judging by the light, it's probably about 4 a.m. in the morning, quite early, but we want to keep the move on to get to the chopper site by early tomorrow morning. We're ready to roll. Wesley's got the water flowing here, and we got a good amount of water supply for our trip today.
And Zach's carrying the backpack because you want to just even out the weight over the days, because if you get too sweaty and it's cold out like this, you'll get super cold and you'll freeze and hypothermia will set in.
And we're off.
Yeah. Day 2, afternoon right now. Just want to tell Zach that I'm really sorry for being such a mean person to him. I had frostbitten hands and I'm really tired. I just want to get to base camp as quick as I can and just rest. But I'll try and get through it. It's been quite cold actually. But the fire that Zach made, toasty warm. And the water, should have purified it a little more. It's night of day 2. We're pretty set up here. There's a stream 20 feet over, and done making the snow shield. Hopefully it'll be a pretty nice dry night once Zach gets the fire going.
So Wesley finished the snow shield here, and if I can get this fire going, it'll be a pretty warm night. I know I already showed you guys how to start a fire, but this time I'm gonna show you how to split one match into 2 matches. This is really helpful when you're out in the wilderness. Say you only have a couple of matches, you can split them so you can start more than one fire with only one match. So you want to be really careful here, right? Try to split it so the cardboard on the bottom part of the match is evenly split. So you're gonna split it right there. Now you got 2 pieces, and you're gonna slowly pry them apart till you're down here. And then you're just gonna simply rip. And look, there you have it. 2 matches used with 1 match. Now it's tricky to start these matches. So when you have the lighter strip right there, the best thing to do, put it in between with the white part on the downside, and push together and pull. There you have it. It's day 2. It was a cold, rough day. A long, hard day too. Wesley's 100 meters that way at base camp. We found a nice camp for the night. He's fast asleep. It's quite late. I'm going to talk about the day a bit here. Wesley's been getting on my nerves a bit today. He's been a bit grumpy. He experienced frostbite throughout the day, so that must have been a small part of it. But for all you viewers out there, when you're surviving in the wilderness, it is really important to try to keep conversation and always try to have a good time no matter what's going on. If 2 group members get into a fight, bad things happen, and it could even result in death. So I'm just going to try to handle it, and hopefully the small bit of tomorrow will be better. It's morning of day 3. Me and Wesley are pretty excited to be getting back to civilization. We're gonna head off to try to find the chopper landing zone. We had a pretty early night yesterday, so we're gonna try to catch up a bit today, and hopefully we'll make it home safely. Roll. Okay.